Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the inaugural edition of Smack Talk. This is Gaz.
And this is Rich.
And we're going to be bringing you content every week, reviews, roundups and the like, but also we're going to be covering more of our what ifs. And Gaz, why don't you tell the people what we're bringing next?
Well, with our what ifs, we've got 2 more stories lined up or in the works at the moment. Some late 90s WCW stories that could flip the script a little bit. And we've got a few more videos coming up of various bits that we like, interesting anecdotes, and our weekly roundups.
Yeah, absolutely. You're quite right there. We've got plenty of content coming. I don't think it's a secret that we can tell the people what our next what if's going to be, can't we?
Sure.
I think we can do that.
All right.
So many of you might not remember back in 2008, I believe it was.
Yep.
On a November edition of SmackDown, there was a throwaway promo, a dark alleyway, a mysterious figure cutting a promo quite blatantly on The Undertaker. The gentleman's name was Haid Vanson, and it's a story that I've wanted to tell for quite some time, as you well know,
Yep.
of what if Haid Vanson had been the one to break the streak at WrestleMania. So that's going to be our next what if. We're also, as Gaz quite rightly said, that's easy for me to say,
Yep.
we're going to be doing weekly roundups of Raw, SmackDown, Lucha Underground, Global Force Impact, possibly some New Japan, whatever takes our fancy really. So with that in mind, Gaz, what was your highlight of the week?
Highlight of the week, well, I'm a big Global Force or Impact nut, so the main event was a 6-man. Didn't really do much in storyline wise, but next week is Destination X, which is a pay-per-view that's free on TV basically. So the 6-man was Seidel, Patron, Dutt versus Low-Ki, Lashley and Trevor Lee.
That's some big names in there.
Yeah, it was a good match, and they're teasing Patron and Low-Ki, which will be pretty brutal. And the other good segment that was on there, it was leading up to Gail Kim coming back and having a match with Sienna, so it's quite exciting.
That's pretty impressive because having been at Revolution Pro Wrestling, got to see El Patron live, and the guy is a real hard hitter.
Yeah.
Everyone who's watched WWE will be familiar with him as Alberto Del Rio, so that should be a really good match and good feud coming up as well, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So I've been watching Lucha Underground. I'm a huge Lucha Underground fan, and my highlight of the week was Jeremiah Crane versus Mil Muertes, which was an absolute brawl. I have never seen anything so violent. They were throwing each other into chairs. They were threatening coming off the top of the roof. There was just all manner of crazy
can take
stuff.
it a bit higher.
Yeah, exactly.
They've not got to worry about the kids at all.
Yeah, precisely. It's pitched TV, TV 14. I believe that's the rating. The Americans will have it a bit weird. Yeah. But generally speaking, the match was incredible. There was a really nice spot early on where the 2 wrestlers had disappeared backstage and no one really knew where they were fighting. And the beauty of Lucha is that they do a lot of vignettes backstage, but the commentators and the crowd don't actually know what's happening. So it's kind of the storylines play out and the commentators are in the dark, which is really cool. But anyway, they had fought back sort of into the depths of the temple. All of a sudden, Crane just comes bursting through a door, thrown headfirst through a door by Mil Muertes. Absolutely brilliant. No spoilers on that one. It's so worth checking out. So definitely go for that.
And what about Raw and SmackDown?
Raw and SmackDown, I gave them a look, I'll be honest. It's a strange time to be a WWE fan at the moment because there's so much in flux. It feels like Vince McMahon is clinging on for power still, and Shane and Triple H and all the new breed of development in that. They're trying to go, well, Vince, we could do this and it'd be really cool. He's like,
we gotta do this. This guy's massive. He's gotta have the title.
God damn it, I'm still in control. He's like giving them a bit of length to work with, but not enough to really make it cool.
It's
like
a real shame. Letting your kids off the lead.
Yeah.
Or having your parents round for dinner. We don't know who's in charge.
Pretty
it's
much,
your house, but it's still your mum and dad.
You got it, yeah. But otherwise, no, they're putting in some solid stuff. We'll probably go into more depth on that, in separate episodes. We'll actually look to do reviews weekly if we can on as many shows as we can. There's quite a lot to cover, but we'll do our best.
Depends if we can squeeze it all in, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that said, thank you for checking out this first ever edition of Smack Talk. As I said, that's Gaz.
And this is Rich.
Thank you very much, guys. That was a very nice little segue there, almost scripted. And just finish with, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Smack talk. What? I thought it was good, man.
That'll be fine.